so simple. The path to happiness is actually wanting to work 15 hours a day. Whether you work 9 or 11 or 2 or 30, the key is you have to like it. Like you're talking to somebody who failed all his classes starting in 4th grade because I didn't like it. I was capable. I didn't like it. I have so much empathy for people trying to start businesses who don't like their business or are not meant to be entrepreneurs because I lived it for the majority of my life. The entire first chapter of my life was being forced to do something that wasn't naturally in me. I mean, every day of my life now, 15 hours goes like a blink. First period of 8th grade felt like a fucking eternity. How many people here hated school? Just raise your hands. So for everybody who remembers, like, remember looking at the clock? That shit didn't move. I was like, haven't we been in science for an hour? No, 4 minutes. Fuck me. What's crazy is I know a lot of you are living that professionally right now. And half of you are doing it because you think there's the money in that thing, whether it's real estate or crypto or cannabis or t-shirts or whatever it might be. You're literally doing what you're doing because somebody told you or somebody you know made money in it. And we have to break that. You will never ever win playing a game that somebody else loves more than you. We also need a huge conversation around patience. You guys know I push this shit if you follow me, but it's because I lived it. You know what it's like to go into a business at 22 and know you're signing up for 15 years to build a business for your parents and you're gonna leave with nothing? That's what I did. You know, when kids are like, Gary, you don't get it. I'm like, I fucking get it. I fucking worked 15 hours a day, 7 days a week, had no social life for 15 years of my life to build a business for my parents and bounced with nothing and had to start VaynerMedia out of somebody else's conference room because I had no fucking money. I get it very simply. I get it a whole fucking lot. I get it the most. I love when people are like, oh, fuck this guy. His parents gave, my favorite one, his dad gave him $3 million. No, dickface. My dad had a business doing $3 million. I worked 15 years to build a business to $65 million, and I left with owning none of it. Now what? Now what's your fucking excuse, Johnny Pants motherfucker? So you're talking to somebody who did it, who left at 34 and started at 0 and built what I've built in the last decade because of my experience, my talent. I get that. And we all have different paths, but people are impatient. If you're willing to play with me and you can sit back for a day or a week and figure out why or who's got your control, who you're insecure to, who you're trying to prove to, if you can get over that hump, which is, by the way, when I look at this crowd, 6 people. 6 people are going to take this talk and finally say, fuck it. The quickest way, if you're one of those 6 people, is to call that person and tell them to go fuck themselves. So that's the quickest way. Obviously, if that's your mom, you don't want to just call and be like, Mom, yeah, listen, go fuck yourself. You may want to go with a different path of like, Mom, I'm tired and I just can't live this way anymore. And whether it's your fault or mine, I'm just done living based on your opinions and I'm going to do me and that's what's going to happen. And I'll see you on the flip side. And if you were right, cool. And if I'm right, cool. That's what's happening. A lot of people, I appreciate that. And a lot of people aren't making it because here's where it gets confusing. A lot of people aren't making the call because they don't actually believe in themselves that they're actually going to win the debate. You know, it's really fun to go call your parent or your sibling or your spouse and be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to start that baking company and I'm going to kill it. But if you actually think you're going to fail, you really lost. That's why you're not making the call. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people love to front. They're like, I'm this, I'm that. But that's just talk. And you use the other person as an excuse not to do. It's not them suppressing you. It's you're scared to jump and you're blaming them and acting as if they're suppressing you. My friends, life is very simple. It comes down to the actions. The enormous ability for people to talk about what they're gonna do versus them actually doing it is staggering. I watch people all the time tell me what they're gonna do and they're putting in 4 hours a week on it. They're putting, they're like literally watching entire seasons of shit on Netflix more than executing on their thing. because they're escaping. Netflix and 2K and the Baby album, that's escape. You're consuming to escape. I come to Orlando today to put the mirror in your face and ask you to become accountable. Every single thing that has not gone my way in my life is 100% my fault. I love running VaynerMedia because every time there's a problem, I'm like, okay, first, this is my fault. Second, maybe I should fire the person that fucked it up. But what I know is I hired that person, or I hired the person that hired that person, which makes it my fault. I watch people that manage people. I watch people in here that employ people love to spew blame on everybody but themselves. I promise you, you want to get real happy, if that's what we're aiming? Leave this conference and realize anything you're complaining about or are sad about is, because it's true, 100% your fault. 100. I don't care that your uncle stole $400 from you. You shouldn't have given your fucking uncle $400. I don't care that the government did this or systemic that or your mom was an alcoholic. Listen, here's my thing. If one person on earth with a similar circumstance to you, there's an example. And there's one of them for everything. And you're more, listen, that doesn't mean that I don't have compassion. That doesn't mean that it's not true. The problem is you need to pay attention to who listens to you crying. Let me give you a preview to who listens to you crying and complaining about shit. The other losers in your life. It's true. It's one big circle of everybody complaining to everybody that the system and everybody else is wrong, and it's 3 people sitting on a couch not willing to do shit. There's 2 places, and you know where I'm going right now, that have so much free organic reach that if you post on it, good shit will happen. TikTok, LinkedIn, right? I've been saying it. You all were waiting for it. You made the jokes right now. You can name it. You can verbatim say I was going to say it. You just tapped your friend and said, I told you he was going to say it. And you still don't fucking do it. This is some unbelievable shit. You literally know, you're talking to somebody now who for 15 fucking years has been right consistently of where the underpriced attention is. I've told you for a fucking half decade, the reason I'm always right is I never guess, I just wait till it happens, and then I just say it the fastest and the loudest. It's 100% true. There is no, I'm not a fucking fortune teller, I'm not Nostradamus, I don't know the future, I know the present. And I have no fear. Gary, you can't do TikTok, it's for teenage girls. I'm like, this isn't communism, I'm doing it. They told me I couldn't do Facebook because it was for college kids. It's for fucking grandparents now. I'm gonna say it 47 times, whether you sell a home or for 50-year-olds, TikTok, LinkedIn. Here's why, I'm gonna make it very basic. Here's how the internet works. New platforms come along. Lots of users rush to it because it's caught fire for whatever reason. The amount of content being put into the stream isn't enough compared to how many people are consuming. Thus, the machine shows more stuff to more people. It's called organic reach. How many people here benefited from Facebook 2010-11? Raise your hands. Raise them high, I just want to know. You people should know the most. You know exactly what happened on Facebook. It was rocking in 2009, 10, 11, 12. You built a fan page with 150,000 people on it. You pressed a button, a ton of people saw it. They shared it. You built brand, and then all of a sudden you woke up one day and you're like, fuck Zucks, he fucked me. Why am I hitting it? And it's because the organic reach went down because enough people were content producing to match the attention. Everyone's like, they want the money, they want that. Every one of these apps only wants you to stay on the app. That's their entire business. They're not changing to more ads, or they're not doing that. They're doing one thing, keep you on. Keep you on is their business. You don't like it, and you leave, they're out of business. If everybody unsubscribes and deletes the app of Twitter tomorrow, Twitter's out of business. Only the attention of people, which means they're aligned with you, not the other way around. I love when people are like, oh, they're feeding me shit. People are like, that's so spooky. I just looked at this picture and now it's in my feed. You looked at that picture for the same reason it's in your feed. It's your behavior. It's your behavior. So, I don't know what to tell you. I think every single person here should post 3 posts a day on TikTok and 3 posts a day on LinkedIn. And you can decide if TikTok's too young for your business, that's fine. But I remind you this, what you learn on posting on TikTok may help you in your business in 3 years. Because all of a sudden now, miraculously, Instagram has started a TikTok competitor as a feature in Brazil. And if it works, all of a sudden it's going to be part of Instagram. And that's where you're super focused right now. And just like you didn't give a shit about Snapchat and you walk around proud that you never jumped on that, what you don't realize is the people that did jump on it were better at doing Instagram stories, which made their Instagram better. You can learn this skill somewhere else and bring it to a different home. Everyone's just so emotional about the home. I'm on TikTok not because I think it's cool. I'm on TikTok not because I need a new platform to talk about. I'm on TikTok because 1.5 billion people downloaded the app and are paying attention. And that's why I'm on it, and you're not on it because, oh, that's that dumb shit my niece plays with. I'm on it with data. You're not on it because of opinion.